What's up, guys? Jaden Sensei here, and it's Freaky Friday time. And we got 3 horror videos for us today, all by Llama Arts. The videos will be down in the description, so will Llama Arts channel will be down in the description too. Subscribe to him, great channel, clean animations. Let's just get into it. College horror story. Okay.
Back when I was in college, me and my best friend Miko heard a rumor that our dormitory was haunted. I didn't encounter anything in the 2 years of staying there, so I was skeptical. I could see why the rumor started. Our dorm was kind of creepy, and Miko was convinced it was true. One day, I placed a hot cup of coffee in the sink and said, "If this cup magically empties itself by the time we get back from school, I'll believe you." "Deal. Want to bet on it?" "Come on, you won't bet on it because you know you'll lose."
Oh, that animation is clean.
When I arrived home, I noticed Miko was asleep. It seemed quite weird, as he would normally be playing games or cooking in the kitchen.
did you see that? His eyes opened. Hold on, look. Look at his eyes. It opened. His eyes opened. He's doing something.
I put my bag on the table and noticed the cup in the sink. I knew it, I said to myself. I started to pour the coffee away when my phone vibrated. "Why are you calling me?" I thought perhaps he left his phone at school. I answered. "Hello?" "Hey, just eat without me tonight if you're hungry. I'm still at the store getting food supplies for next week. I grabbed some coffee. I noticed we're almost out. Oh, and I tried looking for that green sauce you put in your homemade burgers. No luck, though." "But wait, another checkout just opened. I'll cook tonight. I shouldn't be too long. See ya."
Yo.
I was confused. My eyes darted around the room as I tried to gather my thoughts.
Bro, someone broke in.
When I realized
it's not
something.
him. Behind you. Turn around.
I was too freaked out at this point.
I would. Oh!
No.
I would have booked it out of there a long time ago. Turn around. Oh. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Thanks to XP Pen for sponsoring this video.
Oh, we got a sponsor? Oh, look at that art. That's some great art.
Llama
Yo.
Arts has been using XP.
For the next one, it's called a school lockdown.
It was a typical boring day in calculus, only it was Friday, 7th period, meaning the week was almost over and spring break would finally be upon us. So everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other teachers, so our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporkle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand logo quiz on Sporkle, I remember the exact moment it happened.
Y'all guys still do
Right after my
cahoots?
friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room.
Oh,
We all sat in silence for about 2
animation
minutes.
is so
And
clean.
then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious. A few more minutes
this
of
is
waiting
getting
later,
real good.
we heard a man
Ooh.
screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you." It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life.
Dang.
My teacher shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions. The banging
I
then
would
moved
be
from the
scared,
lockers
bro.
to our
I'll be
classroom door.
shivering. Dang.
And that's when one of the crying girls screamed no. The banging on the
Bro,
door
why?
only grew worse as the
Whoa,
man started screaming, "Open up." Two of the
She
girls in the
what?
class were crying out
Oh.
loud now. It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person until we could not hear him anymore.
I would
I'd say
be
10 minutes later, though it felt
shivering.
like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not. Now, this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security, so the school was wide open to something like this happening. The staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons. The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage closets near the back end of the school.
Hit him with the
And
mop.
according to rumors that were spread by my peers, sticking out of his pocket was a .44 Magnum. The janitor must have done something stupid to wake him up, for example, leaving the closet door open, because by the time a police officer could arrive on the scene, the man was gone. My
Oh, you should
entire
have hit him with
class,
the
as
mop.
far as I know, to this day,
Shoulda hit him
has
with the
no
mop.
idea if this man was
Just a
ever
little,
found, but I
you
like
know.
to think that right now, he's being given the proper help that he needs.
Oh, that was real good. This is one of our last videos, and it's a night shift story. Let's get into
It
it.
was 2 years ago. I was called in to do the night shift, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. at 7-Eleven.
I'm telling you, look how good
since
the
somebody
animation
called
is.
out.
He even got an ad playing
The
on the
store was
TV.
located on a busy road in a rather quiet and rural area. During the night shift, you could expect anywhere
Look
from
at that.
10
You got
to 20
not
people come in to buy a beer
Doritos.
or
You
something
got
else.
Rio.
This one particular night, there was this one guy, mid-20s, that came in. He started making weird noises, like loud yelling noises. I
Oh.
assumed he had some kind of mental disability. In fact, my brother has a mental disability, so I immediately felt sympathy for the guy. He walked up to the counter without any items.
Hold on,
With
what was
head
that on his
sympathy for
feet?
the guy.
That was either shadow or
He
like
walked up to the counter
blood.
without any items, with his head facing me, but his eyes were looking up at the ceiling. I felt uncomfortable. I honestly didn't know how to deal with it. I tried speaking with him, but he only responded in loud noises.
He's making
I kept
some
checking
zombie
if he was with someone
noises.
outside, but he was alone.
Contains cheese
There
levels
weren't
over
any cars in the parking lot,
9,000.
so I assumed he walked. He stood there for so long, looking up at the ceiling and making noises, that I tried to get him out by handing him a bag of chips and telling him he can go. I tried finding some kind of number to call for someone to help him. Then, out of nowhere, he finally turned around and walked out of the store. I
Okay.
felt so horrible for the man, but at the same time, I felt a bit creeped out. About an hour later, the phone on the counter rang.
The man was
I
actually a
picked up to
zombie.
hear the familiar yelling sounds of the man from earlier.
Whoa.
It caught me off guard. I didn't know what to think, other than this has to be some kind of prank. I hung up on them and was now becoming paranoid of my surroundings.
He's gonna come back.
Constantly checking the outside through the windows. Come 4 o'clock, the person working after me came in, finally allowing for me to go home. It wasn't my problem anymore. I got home and threw all my stuff on the table.
Then the person
ready to
working
get
after
to
him
sleep.
got kidnapped by that guy.
But my phone rang within a minute after entering the door.
He's
I
watching
felt a chill
you.
run down my spine. Why would someone be calling at 4 a.m.?
He's watching you in
I
the
could
window.
only imagine it was bad news. I braced myself and picked up the phone to hear the man again. I felt sick to my stomach as I listened to the loud noises he made. I struggled to
Behind
send the
you.
phone to the receiver.
Behind
All
you.
night, I felt like I was being watched, even with all the blinds shut. And I could swear I heard strange noises coming from all over my house. I refused to get any sleep until the sun came up. Weeks passed and I had forgotten about the incident, until one day, when going into the basement for the first time in a while, I found that papers had been scattered all over the floor.
He was in your
When I went
basement.
into the basement closet, I found writing on the walls. 7-Eleven had been written in Sharpie on the wall, along with the address to the 7-Eleven I worked at and my house address. The most disturbing part, I also found various kitchen knives along with a large pocket knife sitting in the closet.
He wants
What
you
started out
dead.
as seemingly just an innocent person turning into something of a prank ultimately turned into something much more horrifying.
He wants
He
you
had been living
dead.
down there for God knows how long, and I'm just grateful that, for whatever reason, he changed his mind and left, because I haven't seen or heard from him since.
Okay, you lucky.
All I
He's
can say
lucky.
is that man is dangerously ill.
Dang, those were some good horror stories. Look at this. Subscribe to Llama Arts. Great stories, I tell you. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, I'll see you in the next one. You know, if you want more Freaky Friday, yeah, you can expect it every Friday. You know, hit that like button, whatever. And I'll see you in the next one.